Hello and welcome. Now I'd like to talk about the Seiko SKX. So this one here on the right side is my SKX007. I got it about 2 years ago and this was my first automatic watch. And at that time I did a lot of research about, which watch to buy, which should be my first automatic. I looked at the Orient Ray, I looked at the Seiko Turtle, Samurai and some Citizen watches, and I decided to get the SKX007 because this watch is really an iconic watch, because the 009 was worn by Robert Redford in All Is Lost in the movie, and also this kind of design is a very classic diver design from Seiko. So yeah, the movement is quite outdated. So the movement is robust, it's trusted, but it doesn't have hacking, doesn't have hand winding. But the reason the SKX gets so much love in the watch community is that the design is just so iconic, it's just so classic. So Seiko have been making divers with this design for a very long time, and I just wanted to get the real, at least one of the most iconic watches that were available at that time, and I decided to get the SKX007 with the Jubilee, and I really like it a lot. So yeah, and recently, or last year, when did it happen, the SKX was officially discontinued and the new Seiko 5s were introduced, which have the same case and a lot of other lot of the same things borrowed from the SKX, but those are not real drivers. They don't have screw down crowns, they don't have the same kind of bezel. I also don't like the Seiko 5 logo on them. So the new Seiko 5s, even though they look similar, they are completely different. Yeah, and they don't come on Jubilee. I like this Jubilee bracelet a lot. So now that the SKX is discontinued, you can still buy new SKXs, but the prices are crazy. So I bought the 009 for 330 euros 2 years ago. But now prices are even higher, ridiculously high. And actually when I bought the 007, I was thinking, oh, I should have bought the 009 because it's more colorful. It's got this Pepsi design, and this is the actual watch. I mean, the 009 is the actual watch worn by Robert Redford in the movie. All that stuff, but yeah, actually what I have learned along the way, that you shouldn't care about, which watch was worn by whom in which movie. Just don't care about it. Just get the watch you like. You shouldn't, at least I think you shouldn't care about these movie watches. Who cares who wore it? Just get the watch you like. But somehow I really wanted to get the 009 as well, and now that the 009 is still available, although prices are high, but it's still readily available, I just wanted to get one before it's too late. So I got the 009 J1 from Creationwatches, and this is the first watch I bought from Creationwatches, and I also bought the SNZG13, which is the Seiko 5 field watch, but I haven't got it yet, so I ordered it I think yesterday, so it's gonna arrive. But I'm really satisfied with this watch here. I really like this watch, and I also like Creationwatches. So if you want to buy watches from Creationwatches, just don't hesitate. As far as I can tell, they are very reputable and you can trust them. And yeah, so I went with the J model here because even though it's a little bit more expensive, I think it's 30 euros more expensive, but I wanted to have the J version because the 007 is the K version. So I thought, you know, really, I'm gonna buy this. This is going to be my last SKX. I'm not gonna buy any more SKXs. Let's buy the J version. And actually I like that it says here 21 jewels, because it's like it makes the dial more symmetric, because there are 2 lines of text at 12 o'clock and there are also 2 lines of text at 6 o'clock. So it looks nice. Okay, let's get them. Let's get them out of this. Okay. So the 007 or sorry 009 came with the Seiko rubber bracelet, rubber strap, which is like, it's insanely stiff. It's too long. It's unusable for me. So I put it on NATO. This is a Blue Shark Navy Alpha Premier NATO, and it looks awesome. So the color of the strap plays very, very well and looks very nice together with the color of the watch. Yeah, and I really like the 009. I like generally with the SKX, I like this very simple and clean design. And sometimes the 007 is too simple. It's just plain black and white with this red accent here, diverse 200 meters. And it's not colorful at all, but that's what I like about it actually, that it's like really black and white, very clean, simple. But what I like about the 009 is that it's colorful. It's got a Pepsi bezel, it's got a very deep blue dial, deep blue matte dial. So yeah, beautiful watches. As far as the differences between the K and J models are, I don't really notice any major difference. The J version says made in Japan, and 21 jewels. Yeah, that's all actually. But I like that it says made in Japan. I just like it. Yeah. I also ordered a strap code Super Jubilee for this one, for the 009. Because I really like the Jubilee. The Seiko Jubilee I like it, it's fantastic. A lot of people say that it's very low quality and so on, hollow handlings. I don't care. Yeah, it has hollow handlings, but it's just so, I like that it's so flexible, it's so comfortable. Yeah, and by the way, my 009, it runs about 7 seconds per day fast, and it's got a zero beat error, so it's very nice. I had to regulate my 007 because when I bought it, it was about 15 seconds fast, but after some time it became 15 seconds, or actually 20 seconds slow, which is just too much for me. So I opened it up and regulated it with the help of my time grapher, and it also had a 3.2 milliseconds beat error, which is a lot. So I managed to bring it down to 0.1, and I managed to regulate it to plus 9 seconds a day. which is much better than -20. Yeah, but regulating the watch is its own story, because when you regulate it, those levers that you have to turn or push are right above the hairspring, and the hairspring is the heart of the watch, and you have to be very careful not to touch and destroy the hairspring. And actually I did touch the hairspring accidentally with my spring bar tool, but it seems I was lucky because the watch performs normal, so it seems I was lucky and I didn't destroy the hairspring. But yeah, what else to say? Even though these don't have hand winding, don't have hacking, I don't care. I just like this very classic, clean, simple design. I like it a lot, yeah. I like the tsunami wave, the big tsunami wave. One thing about this 009 is that it seems that the date wheel is just a little bit, it sits just a little bit lower than the date wheel. Than the day wheel. I don't know if you can see that. The date wheel sits just a little bit lower than the day wheel, and it's actually noticeable. On the 007 they are even. On the 007 there is a very minor misalignment up here at 12 o'clock, I think. The 009 has a perfect alignment as far as I can tell. No misalignments there. Yeah, but I really wish that the day and the date wheels were even, because it's really noticeable. Yeah, but whatever. It seems there is no perfect Seiko. If you get perfect alignment, something like this might happen, that the day and date wheel are uneven. On the other one, the day and date wheel are even, completely even, but there are some slight misalignments. So yeah, whatever. But no problem that these are not perfect. These are good enough. And you know, I bought the 009 for 270 euros. Plus I had to pay 80 euros import fees and DHL fees. So it was quite expensive, but I wanted to get it before it gets even more expensive and even harder to buy. I mean, right now it's quite easy to buy. You just have to pay the higher price. Yeah, actually these SKXs are my favorite watches. I just like the SKXs so much. I have the Orient Triton, I have the Citizen NY0040, I have the Solar Tuna, which let's make a comparison. That's because the Solar Tuna is quite similar, but still I prefer, at least I like the most. I like the SKXs the most. These are just, there is just something about the SKX that I like. I like the size, I like the shape, I like the simple clean design, I like the day and date complication, I like the handset, I like the hour markers, the bezel insert, the case back, the bracelet, the crown. Yeah, just like everything. It's just so easy to use. The SKX is just so easy to use, and it's so comfortable. It's very easy and comfortable to use. These crown guards here are very nice. I also got a Heimdallr SKX homage, but I'm going to send it back. I've already packed it up, so I cannot show it now. But I've done a video about that also. On the Heimdallr homage, the crown guards are just way too sharp and big, and so even when, you know, people try to copy the SKX, there are some things they just fail to. There are some positives that positive points about, or positive features about the SKX that they fail to copy. So you know what, I don't care about hacking hand winding, I don't care about sapphire crystal, I don't care about ceramic bezel insert, fully loomed bezel insert, don't care. I just want to have the original, beautiful, original, classic, iconic SKXs. Yeah. That's all, guys. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.